Anna needs a man.
But she needs a geezer.
Yeah, she needs a bloke.
She needs a bloke.
Okay, just let's say we had our choice of islanders. Who would we send in there? Ovi.
Oh, but I'd do Oprah.
Hello, I'm Harriet Rose, and Under the Duvet is back, baby. That's right, we are back and better than ever. And we are a shiny new podcast, guys. How exciting. New episodes are going to be dropping every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Plus, the following day, on Thursday, you can watch the full episode at 12 p.m. on YouTube. We're also on TikTok, Instagram. Where can you not find us? Just search Heat World and follow along for all the Love Island All-Stars madness that we're going to be bringing for you. And now, let's address the elephant in the room. Usually I'm sat next to a tall, skinny, weird man. But that tall, skinny, weird man is actually talking to other people at the moment in the villa. That's right, Chris Taylor isn't here with me because he's busy necking or whatever it is those people do in Love Island. Anyway, we love him. I love you, baby. I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to see you when you get back out. But enough about him. It's time for me to get under the duvet. Guys, I'm very excited. We have one of our very own all-stars here, Demi. And my OG girlie, my bestie, Shauna is back. We're going to get some drama from you both, I feel, today.
I feel like Shauna always brings the drama.
No, I'm like a bad smell. Like I'm not even on the series, and I'm like, can I talk to you about Love Island All-Stars?
No, please do, because you smell great. So I actually don't agree with that at all. Let's just kick it off, shall we? Last night's episode.
Crazy.
Is everyone okay?
No, I'm not.
I'm not.
I was shocked.
So obviously we saw your boyfriend, Mitchley.
Definitely not my boyfriend.
Definitely not. Mitch and Liberty.
I know.
Yeah,
Were we shocked?
I'm actually not that shocked, to be fair. I think it's shocked because they're like such iconic islanders,
Yeah.
but not shocked because I think everyone was sort of fed up with that storyline. I feel like.
Yeah.
'Cause it was just dragging on and on. Obviously, clearly they're not really that into each other. It wasn't really working. So I feel like, brush the hands a
Yeah.
little bit.
Was Mitch, so I feel like Mitch has got a sort of job description of being messy. So was he going into the island just to be messy, do we think? Because I feel like with Lib, she's such a sweet girl. She's so gorgeous. But he seemed to lead her on quite strongly.
Yeah, definitely.
But seriously, like, did he ever like her from the beginning? I can't work it out. You were obviously in there. Did you see them chatting?
Yeah. Obviously, I did see them chatting. I feel like there was some sort of like instant attraction and they do really, really get on. But I don't know. I feel like Mitch had his fingers in all the pies. And I don't think necessarily, because I love Lib so much, but I don't think that was his number one, as he likes to call it. I think like,
he's number one.
yeah, he's number one.
And he went in there for Instagram followers and for clout.
Dude, the fact that keeps coming up gives me the ick so hard.
So hard.
Every single series he's in, well, he's only been in 2, but every single series he's been in, somebody has mentioned how he's chatting behind the scenes about the clout. Can you air the footage, please?
Yeah. So embarrassing.
Yeah, it is.
And I feel like his first series that he was on, he was like unintentionally messy. Like that was just his persona,
and he had no idea how it was going to be perceived outside. Yeah.
And now he thinks that that's what he needs. That's his thing, and it's just embarrassing. Like literally, someone could be like, "Oh, I really fancy toast," and he's like, "Yeah, well, you're toast because you're shit." Like, shut up! Not every day.
Yeah.
A punchline.
Yeah. But what I will say is, I know you won't disagree. I feel like he does actually have a good heart.
I think he has. I don't think he's trying to be mean.
No.
I think he's trying to be funny. It's like,
And
do you know,
entertaining.
like when he was in primary school and the boy like punched you in the arm.
Yeah.
But we're
it's
over
like-
that toxic masculinity now. Okay.
Sean's not wrong. I think you're right. I don't think he's a bad person, but also he's hurting people. I think with the Liberty Snog Marry Pie situation, literally the girl that he is now seeing, Georgia Harrison, had to sit him down and say, she did nothing but like you. And then his only reaction was, well, I feel bad now.
Yeah.
When it's like, yeah, that's the whole point of saying it.
Yeah.
And he didn't go straight to her and apologise. Like, he had to be sort of directed in that direction. So I do think there's a little bit of growing up for you to do, Mitch.
Yeah. Well, Liberty as well, though. I was like, oh, she feel like she's been quite strung along as well with the whole ride of it, and she was holding on for dear life.
Yeah, and like first the Jake thing, and like she handled that well, and I felt like she wanted to go in and just have like rewrite her own narrative. Like she didn't want to have that whole messy thing again, and then in walks Mitch.
Well, hold on. She didn't want to have that whole messy thing. Why pick a guy literally called Messy Mitch?
Do you know what? You're right.
The other really, really funny thing that I found fantastic was Anton, who's one of my faves.
love,
Anton.
love
Why did you go
Anton.
for Anton?
Right, what it was, right? The first day we was in, he beeline for Georgia Steele. Like he was like, I fancy Georgia, I want
Yeah.
Georgia.
He did
Instant
out loud
admire.
go, I want Georgia Steele.
So naturally, as a woman, you're like, why ain't got to go for you? Because
Yeah,
clearly you're banging
yeah.
love with somebody else. And then
Yeah.
but then he made that mistake repeatedly. So he did that for Georgia for a bit. Then he went to like
Molly.
Molly. Then he went to
Yeah.
Georgia Harrison. But I would have cracked on
You-
with
you
Anton
was waiting in
happily.
line.
I was like, where's the buzzard?
You were absolutely cleaning up in there, I'm not going to lie. And as you should have, and I was livid when you left, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. So Anton calling Mitch a boy was one of my favourite things in the world.
Yeah.
And I think if you can annoy Anton, then you've done something seriously wrong because that
Yeah.
man is as chilled as a deck
Honestly,
chair.
he's just an angel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just an angel sent from heaven. He's I love him so much.
And you could see the confusion on his face when 14-year-old Mitch asked him about bro code.
I know.
And he was like, are we at Scott? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to attempt.
What you mean,
Scottish
bro
accent.
code?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro code.
Like, it's just right and wrong. And I think the
Yeah.
whole of the UK's panties got moist when
Yeah.
he said that. Can I say that? Can I say that?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You can say that kind of thing anywhere around me, babe. You know that's absolutely up my street. Anyway, right, girls, who do we think is going to go? Because at the end of the episode, it was revealed that 2 Islanders are going to go straight after the filming obviously finished for last night's episode. So which 2 Islanders do we think are out?
Okay, now, first of all, which 2 islands would you vote out?
Ah. See, and that's why tomorrow I'll be fired because she's better at it than me.
Right, okay. If we're going on compatibility,
Yeah, compatibility.
compatibility.
So who's best at combat? That is. Yeah.
compatibility would be. Well, if you look at it, the only actual couple that are genuinely not cracking on really is Kaz and Chris.
Kaz and Chris.
That's, but I love Chris.
Are
'cause
they a
obviously-
friendship couple? Because I
Yeah.
saw him like whispering
Well-
sweet nothings into her ear last night.
But then he was whispering sweet nothings to me. I think he like just likes that
girl.
little.
I think he did fancy you, Demi.
He didn't try. I was that first day, right? I was literally like an idiot. I would sit there on the day beds, on the bloody beanbag.
Like me, like
Yeah,
that.
and he's come up and picked the girl next to me every time. It happened about 4 times in a row. I thought he's coming with me, he's coming to me, and then he'll be line for the girl
Aw.
next
Chris.
to me.
We're gonna,
I
yeah,
was
We're gonna have a chat about
we're gonna
that.
get him.
I know.
Okay, we're going to come back to this because I obviously, as a lot of you know, Chris is a very good friend of mine. So I've got lots to say on this, but I've got lots more to say on that. But
Yeah.
first,
Okay,
who's
sorry.
going?
Who's going?
You think Chris and Kaz? I remember
No.
that they're not the
I
only.
think Toby and Arabella.
Do you reckon?
Because yeah, I think although they're snogging, I feel like they're maybe leaning towards a friendship couple.
Yeah.
Then there's Chris and Kaz. Then there is Hannah and Tyler,
that were a
who are
friendship
now
couple
a
as of
friendship
yesterday.
I
couple.
like them though.
Yeah, but I love Hannah. I don't
I
want
I
her to
love
leave.
Hannah.
I don't want her to
Love
leave.
But what I was wondering is, do you think they're going to get split up? So they're just going to 2 random people are going to go. And if it was 2 random people, who would you pick?
That's a good point.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler's got to go.
Sorry.
Do you not
not
like
really, he's
Tyler?
not really giving anything.
No, he doesn't.
Sorry.
And I also
Tyler.
just don't know about his intentions, I'll be completely honest.
Yeah.
Because he does seem to always go for the girly that everybody
Everyone
loves.
Yeah.
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 100%. So Tyler.
And I kind of feel like, do you know, like when Callum
Yeah.
chose Molly, I feel like that was kind of the chivalrous thing to do. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then Tyler thought, oh, I'm going to choose Kaz, and it actually made 0 sense.
Yeah.
And even
and the next day
Kaz
it was
like,
straight-
why are you
yeah,
choosing
like,
me, bro?
What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
strange.
Okay, Tyler.
Because he then didn't
one.
back it. He didn't back it afterwards. He
backed it
picked
with
her
nothing.
and then never spoke to her again.
Yeah.
And also, Kaz is an icon, a queen, a gorgeous legend
Yeah.
Yeah.
who deserves the most.
Yeah.
And so
Kind of ship Kaz and Chris, I'm just going to say.
I
Wow,
would
Kaz
love
Really?
to welcome her into my life.
See, Kaz and Anton have the strongest sexual chemistry. You would not believe. They can't keep their hands
Spoiler
off each
alert,
other.
shut up.
Are you joking?
They cannot keep their hands
Shut
off each other.
up.
But we've said to Kaz, like, what's going on? Like, why would you not explore it with Anton? And she was like, no, it's just a friendship, but we just have such sexual chemistry and they're flirting and they're.
They've got to just...
Wow, sorry, can we just woo? Kaz and Anton, I would love that.
Yeah.
Kaz and Chris also, I would love
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, we had a couple of bombshells, didn't we?
Yeah.
So I've got a sneaking feeling that Chris is gonna like Joanna.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I feel like they're gonna have a vibe.
And you know what, Joanna, she's just the most loveliest girl.
She's
She's
so
so
easy,
sweet,
isn't
so
she?
funny. Like, honestly, I
Yeah.
think they would
She
be really
seems
good.
lush, and I was like, I feel like this could be very, very
Yeah.
exciting.
Oh my God, imagine.
But it depends because we don't know who's gonna go out.
yeah, oh,
Right,
yeah,
okay,
of
so we
course.
need to... I'm going to say Couple, I'm going to say Toby and Arabella.
Yeah.
me too.
Individual, I'm going to say Arabella and Tyler.
Tyler.
Can I say I've got nothing against Arabella? That sounds like I've got an actual vengeance.
No, but I feel like there's not
No,
much
she's
screen
having
time
it. She's
either.
not having many connections though, is she?
No.
So she's
Yeah.
tried a couple and it hasn't really worked.
And she
Toby's
went hard
just
and
like,
fast.
just like, what's the word? Oh, along as well.
That
Coasting.
Coasting.
Do we think because the Islanders have all done it before, everybody's a bit too mindful of the cameras and a bit too winking in the direction and like doing funny faces and silly reactions and memes?
I can't lie. I'll be completely honest with you because obviously you're already friends with these people before you go in, so
Yeah.
you know them outside the villa.
Mm.
Then when you go in the villa, you do see people a bit differently.
Yeah.
I do think people change a little bit.
I'm not going to lie, from watching it, I have felt the same also.
Yeah. Oh, and it's quite surprising because it's people you might least expect as well. And I feel like, oh,
Can I ask you to share on that?
no, I can't show those. I can't show those.
Or like even
bet.
someone that you
Rivalry.
feel like is like less Larry, or like for example, from my perspective, watching Chris, that is exactly what he's like.
Yeah.
He is cringe, silly, goofy,
Yeah.
funny. So I'm watching him and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
he's being true to himself, I
Yeah.
think.
Well, did you feel like you had was you more like closer to Molly and Callum because they were like your Islanders from?
100%. I
Okay.
think because naturally, like we've had this experience together
Yeah,
before,
yeah.
so you sort of like instantly bond.
I feel like Molly has her head on her shoulders for sure.
She does.
She
She's
said
so-
yesterday, she was like, I'm nearly 30. Like, why
What am I doing
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
And
Yeah.
let's talk a little bit about that situation. So obviously, Callum and Molly are no longer together. They've swapped, and that must be hard.
And I
I
did
feel like I'm
feel
going
for
through
Moles.
therapy for her.
But also, I feel like good on her. She didn't kick off. She didn't scream and
No.
shout.
How?
She didn't
How?
bitch about it. She just let it
Honestly,
happen.
she was such a queen, and I feel like she got a lot of slack when I came out and I saw it all, and people going like, "Why is she acting like this?" Blah blah blah. But imagine being her.
She's been getting hate.
Literally,
Has
but
she?
Yeah.
I
She's
haven't
been
seen
going
that.
through the emotions in there.
I feel like it's turning now.
And I think Georgia Steele is obviously coupled up with Callum now.
Yeah.
Molly's coupled up with Tom.
Yeah.
Let's have a little chat about this because I do feel like I think it's going to blow over fast.
Yeah.
It might actually cement Callum and G
now.
together
Yeah.
as a couple.
Yeah.
But from inside the villa, what
Yeah.
was it like from your perspective?
it was really difficult because me and Moles were literally in the dressing room. She just finished crying about Callum, thinking it's like the end, basically, that no hope of getting back together. And bless her heart, G sat down and went, "Okay, so I'm going to crack on now." And literally, as Molly has just finished crying, and we were just
my
like,
God.
"No." And obviously, it's just naturally so difficult being in situations and like being sat with Moles, and then you can just see G just heading towards Callum. You're like, "Oh no, no, no."
I literally could not imagine
No,
it.
and her emotions it was hard, and she had, I mean, she had to take a lot of time for herself in there as well, which you don't even see on TV. That's why when I came out and saw like she was getting a lot of
Yeah.
slack, I thought, "Are you joking? She's in there with her ex-boyfriend of almost 4 years."
And that's a
difficult.
long time. That's not 6 months.
That's a life
like, you know,
partner.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
they've got 3 children together. and
Yeah.
They had a house. Like, you know how
God, how fast do you move, Shauna?
I'm really invested in this, guys. I don't know if you know. But you know how awkward it is
Yeah.
being in that villa after Casa Amor, like when Naz got with Eva.
Yeah.
It's so awkward. Can
Yeah.
you imagine if that was your boyfriend
Actual
of 4
Ex-boyfriend.
years?
Yeah, so okay,
Crazy.
let's talk a little bit sideline. Arabella said that Callum was the worst kisser she'd ever kissed.
Did you see the kiss?
I didn't. Well, yeah, I watched it, but I didn't
Oh,
like.
my eyes bled. My eyes bled.
I must have missed because I missed a few episodes. Obviously, when I came up the villa,
Oh
because
my
I was in
God.
holding.
Yeah.
So did I miss
It
a
was
kiss?
nothing but face. It was that
What,
face and
outside
teeth.
outside of a challenge.
No, it was Snog Mary Pie.
Oh.
So wait, so Shauna, you can verify.
I can't verify shit. Don't even try. Don't even try.
out of 10.
No, I don't remember it being horrific. I don't remember it being
Shauna,
bad.
was Callum a good kisser or not?
I don't remember it being bad, so I can only assume it was okay. But when stop it. Fucking
Stop me. I would say if I knew, I would
No,
tell.
I remember terrible kisses in my life.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
remember him.
Uh-huh.
So
It doesn't stand out. But
no,
it's
but
not...
if you go and watch back, it was horrific.
Oh my God.
It was like nothing. It was just nothing. But Arabella said he didn't open his mouth, and that's what it looked like. It looked like he was just.
Do you
like,
reckon he was trying to be respectful to G?
yeah, but his whole body.
I thought that maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then just to a peck, his whole body and face looked like he was snogging, but without forgetting to open his mouth. It was.
So she was trying to force the tongue in.
That's
and
what it was. It was awful.
Because
Watch
then
it
I
back.
did make me think of G and him and her saying she's not sure about the sexual chemistry yet.
How are you saying that after Hideaway though, when you've literally been prancing around in lingerie?
But that's obviously what she felt though. Like, and I feel like she's gone in there. And also, imagine you're that deep in the couple and you're like, I've literally hurt someone else. And she has said, I have hurt someone else to get here. And now I'm like, not sure. And she's allowed to not be sure.
You know, at least she's true to herself. She's not like faking it just to be with Cal. Like, at least she's being honest with her feelings.
Yeah.
Just not to quite count.
Yeah.
To Callum.
But he dealt with that well, didn't he? He's bloody chill.
Straight after.
He was like, wait, so you're getting with him as well? Yeah, chill. No worries about it.
Here's a little kiss and a cuddle.
He was like, did you say that we don't have sexual tension? And she was like, yeah. And he was like, all right, sound, we're happy though, aren't we?
What?
I don't know if I envy him or I need him to seek some kind of counselling. Because
Nothing phases him. Nothing phases him, and I don't know whether that would phase me as a dating person. I'd be like, I want you to be phased a bit by that.
Done for me. You joking?
Yeah.
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 But that's what Molly said, like in the beginning. She was like, I'm fed up of reading between the lines. I've done it our whole relationship.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what he was like the whole relationship, which I just can't think of anything worse.
Yeah. It's interesting. Let's go back to, because I know we've touched on it, but Chris and you had a great, I thought you had a great connection in there. I was ready to welcome you in.
When the public put us together, I thought, oh my God, like I'm actually really excited. I feel like me and Chris are very much the same person. So I thought, oh my God, this could be good.
Yeah.
I've been in a situation where I don't really meet people like Chris, so I thought, oh my God, this would be great.
Yeah.
But no.
Well, I feel like that was a missed opportunity because I feel like you two would have been a great connection.
Yeah.
He's had like he's had a roller coaster and it's been very tough for me because he's one of my closest friends to watch. And I think I wanted to address it because his situation with Arabella upset me, I think, because from my perspective, and I want to hear honest opinions from you guys.
Yeah.
He is a boy that is very vulnerable. When he's vulnerable, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
And he was very, very open and vulnerable with her, talking about things that he's not talked about on telly before. And then when obviously it all kind of fell apart, I think he was like, well, my defences have gone back up.
No, 100%. I think
He said, like, I want to get to know Sophie. And
he was
like,
so
never-
open and honest.
Yeah.
And maybe too honest, but also I'd rather have someone that was too honest than anything
I can't
else.
either. I think I would have low-key died inside if the boy I like was just like walked past me hand in hand with another girl. And I'd be like, oh.
I could not imagine it.
I will say that was bad behaviour, but also I think it happened by watching it. I think it happened by
Sophie
accident.
that reached for him?
Well,
Or
it was
was
Sophie. Sophie went like that, I think, to help, and then it was just like.
Oh
just
no, there's nothing
happened.
worse. I'm dying inside. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Arabella, I can fully get her frustration, but I also understand Chris and like putting the boundaries in and everything.
But it seems to be squashed now, which is nice.
Yeah.
They seem to be getting on, and I did like that he pied himself. I was like, good boy.
Oh,
Such a good boy.
No, but
that
also I was
nice.
like, that's him saying like,
I messed up.
yeah.
And they have wild sexual chemistry.
Yeah. Well, Arabella is a very wild lady. She talks about it a lot.
She's just free.
She's free.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like, she was
cool.
with Leo on a yacht how many months ago? Like living her best life.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio. I've just malfunctioned
That
slightly.
literally sounds like a special on an Italian menu.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Sorry, what?
Yeah, she's just very free, but she's amazing. But she's like very sure of herself. Like she knows she's sexy and what she's got to offer. So I think that's why probably when she got pied a little bit by Chris, it might have been a bit damaging to the ego almost.
Yeah. Right, we need to talk about the bombshells.
Yes.
Joanna and Casey.
Amazing.
Okay, Joanna, let's see who do we think? So Toby's definitely going to go for her.
Toby,
Chris is definitely going to go for her.
100%. I think potentially Josh.
Him and Chris actually quite similar vibes.
Yeah,
And they
yeah,
look
yeah.
kind of similar.
Yeah.
Side note, can we just see when Josh and Chris was talking last night and Chris was like, we can't leave Callum to the Bears.
And I think he meant the wolves.
Yeah.
I think he meant wolves. But listen, bears also make sense, babe. So you keep
But he was
going,
like, looking
babe.
over the terrace like Lord of the Rings, like, we must do this.
And then Callum was like, yeah, it's all right. Not really bothered.
don't really
Fine.
Yeah.
Still happy.
Still happy,
Still
aren't we?
happy.
Still happy, aren't we? If Josh does that, though,
Yeah.
Sophie's going to be like, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because she's getting the vibe. She's vocalising that he's not as bothered about her as she is about him.
Yeah.
But the thing is for me, right, if I was in there, and like you just said, someone's cracking on. So say Sophie's cracking on really hard with Josh,
Yeah.
and then it ends with Josh, or he leaves, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she goes to Chris. If I was Chris, I'd be a bit like,
no, go away.
Yeah.
I'm not
Would she be like that? It's like,
Yeah.
I would be a bit like that. But then I'd
Yeah.
also be like, but I am also on a show about
Yeah.
That's
meeting
the thing,
people.
and there is nothing more awkward than being single in the villa. You feel
lonely and you're third wheeling times 10.
do you know what it's like? Do you know like the end bit of the bread that doesn't get thrown out, but no one's going to eat it?
No one touches it.
No one's going to touch it, but you keep it there just in
Everyone
case.
scrolls past it to get the
Everyone's this grubby little fingers are on it, and then you're just waiting there like, maybe me, they're going to butter me, and then no one butters you. That's-
Shauna,
Sorry.
can I
Let's
just,
get really
say
deep.
one thing? That's my favourite piece of bread.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
The end bit.
Oh.
If I was there, babe,
you're an end biter.
I would come and butter your bread anytime. Okay? You remember that?
She's going to butter my loaf.
I'm going to butter your loaf. Anyway, moving on. Guys, you keep moving past Joanna and Casey. are in there.
Sorry, Casey, I think is going to go for George.
Have you
H.
met Casey?
Yeah, I love Casey.
Have you kissed Casey?
No, but we have a little flirt, but we
Do
can
you?
develop banter.
Is he-
Because
is he
he's so
flirt with?
flirtatious.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you kind of want to flirt back?
He's so much taller in real life
Yeah.
than he looks on telly.
Everyone's so much taller in real life.
Yeah.
Tyler wouldn't fit through that door.
Yeah, Tyler is like the BFG. He is like, I swear to God.
I saw them when they first come out. I saw Tyler and Kaz at a festival.
Yeah.
And not to be crude, but I was thinking, I don't quite know sexually how this is going to work. Because
What do they say? You're all the same height when you're laid down.
yeah, they do. Yeah, but even that, I don't even think that works. But we've done it again, Casey and Joanna. I know Casey's
Yeah.
cousin on the outside.
Yeah.
Really lovely family. So I mean,
Aw.
if anyone's after a good family, great.
Yeah.
Joanna, I think is so funny.
Oh, she's incredible.
She's lovely. I've
So
met her
lovely.
before. She seems nice.
Yeah.
really lovely.
so
I
nice.
can't imagine who she'd go for.
Also, how many exes of hers do we think are in the villa already? Because it seems like
Everyone.
It's
ex-
Island.
yeah,
Island.
ex-
so
yeah.
incestuous Love Island.
Well,
Yes.
so Georgia Harrison and Casey had a thing.
Oh, no. Oh, Georgia Harris. I thought you meant the
Harrison,
other
not
Georgia. I was
Georgia
like,
Still, don't
poor
worry,
girl,
calm
not
down.
another
Where
one.
did she get the time?
Yeah.
What about Hannah?
Oh.
Hannah needs a man.
But she needs a geezer.
Yeah, she's
needs a
She
proper
needs a
geezer.
bloke.
She needs a bloke.
Okay, just let's say we had our choice of islanders. Who would we send in there for Hannah?
Has there been any really geezers though on Love Island? Not really.
I'm trying to. Ovi.
Oh, but I'd do Oprah.
That's going to be the title of this episode. Demi, I'll do Ovi.
That was the best line.
Because the reality is, the reason she's laughing like that is because she knows that's actually the truth.
actually accurate.
But in all fairness, there are multiple people in this room. There's lesbians in this room. There are heterosexual men in this room. I think we'd all do Ovi.
Exactly.
Yeah, oh,
It's a
we'd all do
throwaway-
Ovi.
it's a
Big
throwaway
time,
comment.
big time, big time, big time.
I've got you. I've got you.
Yeah.
We'd all do Ovi.
Exactly.
Shout out the lesbians. Okay, we're going to talk a bit more about. I actually want to talk about Tyler and Hannah
Yeah.
because I don't trust him.
Well, they're a friendship couple now anyway. So I'm kind
Yeah.
of glad that's been solidified because I was worried that, sorry, Tyler, is he just using Han to ride it out a little bit? 'Cause
Yeah.
he's loved.
And Hannah, because I
Yeah.
think he did fancy her. Don't get me wrong, but I don't
Yeah,
think
of
he's
course,
out here to
fancy.
find love. I don't get the vibe that he's out here to find love.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's looking
No.
for.
But also, how much do we stan a slay queen who is able to see through that bullshit?
Yes.
Everything she says, I don't know if it's her accent.
Yeah.
I just want everything that I want it as my ringtone. I want it as my alarm clock.
Also, her posture is fantastic.
Really?
She's always like this.
Like this, stood up. Like,
She's just so lovely.
So,
She's
and she's
great.
just authentically herself
Yeah.
out of everyone, I think.
I love it. Demi, let's talk a bit about behind the scenes bits we don't see.
Yes.
How much are the islanders aware of who's going in, plot twists, like things that are going to happen?
Well, okay. So in holding, they have to keep us all separate, obviously, so we don't bump into or see whatever. But somehow they still managed to happen. So people were like, Tobes, I think, bumped into Tom on the beach in South Africa. Well, they couldn't speak, but they just walked past each other. So already you sort of clocked.
They know
Hilarious.
each other. Like,
Yeah.
I can actually see that like in slow motion, just like
Yeah, and they just clocked each other. But so I think that's naturally we sort of roughly knowing, and obviously naturally you're friends with certain people. So we were like, oh, I know so and so is waiting to come in, and so is waiting to come in. But it's always a plot twist. You don't know who they're going to throw in, but you also kind of know when it's been a very quiet day.
Yeah.
You're thinking, okay, something's brewing.
Yeah. Do they still drop the phones by you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they come and drop the phone when they know you're going to get a text.
Yeah. All of a sudden the phone will disappear next to you. Like, oh, okay.
Okay, something's coming. That's why I think when they shout, "I've got a text," it's so because if I was like standing by my phone, I'd be like, I check that, but because it's like boom, it's like
yeah. I was literally making scrambled egg with Anton, and I was stood there, and then the phone appeared next to me, and my heart was racing. So I was thinking, how long is it going to take for this text to come through? It took me about 10 minutes. I was like,
I hope you didn't burn the egg.
No, it was great. Thank you. Anton made it anyway. So it's fine.
Oh, it was great because somebody else made it.
Do you think you enjoyed it more this time?
So much better this time.
That makes me really jealous.
I know, because obviously I was with Shauna last time, which doesn't beat anything ever. But it said,
I would love it if you went back in.
Can you imagine?
I would love it. Who would you couple up with if you were?
I would go for Anton, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd be so cute.
I also think he would. I think he's got.
He's so.
I think he was
I've met him.
sexy.
Was you? I think was you with me in Dubai?
Dubai,
Yeah.
yeah.
We met him in Dubai.
Oh,
So lovely.
he's got a lovely accent as well.
He's just so
he's just
nice.
a dream. He's a
And-
dream.
And also, I think sometimes when he's a bit of a bad bitch, like when he told Mitch off,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, I
But
love
this
it.
is the thing with us idiots. We just want them to be rude.
yeah.
And we're like,
Yeah.
If
It's
they're
when
nice,
they're
then
nice.
that'll
It's
go
like
on.
that's what I think is happening to also Chris as well because he's silly and
Yeah.
nice. What is going on? Why has everybody got with each other? Do Love Islanders only date Love Islanders on the outside?
Incestual. It's the word is incest.
Yeah,
Because you're all at the same
Incest in the
event.
morning.
Yeah. And also you're like
not a song about incest.
It's from
No.
Family Guy. I don't just like listen to like incest tracks.
It's incestual. Let's use that word
Incestual.
rather than incest because I feel like that's a bit more intense.
yeah, incestual.
Yeah.
We're like one big family, and you all go to events and stuff.
We're one big happy family, and we all sleep with each other.
But that does seem to be the case because I'm like, also, was there anyone in there who's got with someone in there that wasn't revealed?
Oh,
Was there anyone that kept it on the DL?
Yeah, something was on the DL, but it's not so much on the DL, but the situation that actually full on happened, I think, is on the DL a little bit.
What is that?
I can't say, guys, I can't.
are you not allowed to say?
No, because it's not my place to say. It's quite personal. But yeah.
Look me in the eye. She didn't tell me. She
No,
didn't tell me.
I'll tell you later. No, it's all happening on screen, but I think more.
So,
happened.
sorry,
I'm
let me
gonna
just
guess. I'm
disseminate
gonna
what you
guess.
mean. You mean something happened in there that hasn't been aired?
No,
Well,
not in
something
there.
happened on the
before, On the
outside.
outside.
Okay.
Which is not actually full on been discussed, but
Sexy time between two
Sexy
Love
time.
Islanders that we
Yeah.
don't know who they are.
yeah.
We can do this.
Okay.
We'll be able to do this.
Okay, fine. Is it OG or is it Bombshell included?
Does their name begin with G? Yeah. Okay, we've got two.
It's like Hangman.
Is it OG? Is it OGs or is it Bombshells?
Who?
OGs. Okay.
Okay.
Georgia, Steele, and
She can't have any more history of anyone else that we don't already know about.
Chris. No, because I would know about that.
Yeah.
We should move on to the next subject before they...
Georgia Steele.
And
Toby? We know that.
We know that came out anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh, so leave that to your imagination.
well, so if you want to comment on the YouTube video or on the podcast in the reviews and tell us who you think it might be. So going back to being inside the villa for the second time,
Yeah.
do the producers even need to do their job, or are you guys all producing yourselves?
thinking that.
I genuinely think they did not predict how wild it was going to be.
Yeah.
Really?
What?
I don't think anyone did.
Right, I think when we was in there, well, I was in there 4 or 5 weeks. She was even there longer. How many sort of like afternoons we had off to chill?
Yeah.
Hardly any.
Yeah.
I was in that week. We had 2.5 days thinking
Oh,
just
the
chill.
dream.
Because there's so
There's
much
so
was
much
going
content.
on.
They didn't
They
need the
actually
footage.
had to separate us and was like, guys, like we need to chill. Like,
I love that for them.
how crazy is that?
That is crazy.
And that was the first week.
But I also do think when you merge it being a show about meeting someone and then you introduce the fact that you might have shagged half of them and dated
Yeah.
one of them and
Yeah.
been
The
exes
show's
with the
there.
Yeah.
It's, you
And
don't
also, it's
need to.
fast track this time because last time you sort of got to get to know everyone, make
That's what I
friends, you're like
mean.
nervous, you don't
I'm
know, you
loving
never
it.
understand the production. Whereas this time you're just straight into it.
Have you got any predictions for Bombshells?
Jax.
I do. Oh, Jack. Oh, I'm not sure about Jax.
I think Jax and Sophie would be good together.
Interesting.
Oh.
What about you?
Danica?
I want Danica so hard.
I
want
Danica
her
would
so
be good.
hard.
I want to see her do some dances. She loves to dance.
She
Let's
loves
get her
to
in there.
dance.
Let a little flip of the leg up, you know.
Yeah. And she deserves justice for Danica.
Yeah, justice for Danica.
yeah.
Oh
to be
my
fair.
god, she was done so dirty the first
Yeah.
time.
Can I also say Ekin-Su and Davide have broken up?
If Davide goes in, oh my God, that'd be prime time entertainment.
Is there any possibility that would happen? I mean,
I
it
reckon
would be
those
too
producers have
soon,
called
no?
Davide
Would
and
it?
been like, get here now.
Yeah.
I don't think Ekin-Su would do it.
No,
No.
I don't think so.
Davide maybe, but then I feel like Davide was kind of made by Ekin-Su. Like I feel like
Yeah.
would he have been as interesting had he not had her to like lie
I think
out,
he would
actress,
cause
get the fuck
yeah,
out.
I feel like he'd cause havoc.
Liar.
though.
That was fantastic. from
Incredible,
you.
wasn't it? That's
Yeah, it was. No, but you just did a really good
thank you.
impression. Really good impression. Yeah, it's an interesting one. I think Katie could go in.
See,
Katie with a D.
Sure.
I think.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
He's still unpacking from the last one. Not in a bad way. Fucking hell, I mean, just give her.
You are so funny. I
God,
can't.
yeah.
100%.
Oh, I would like to see that though, because she's chaos. In a
She's
good way. I
chaos.
love Katie.
Yeah.
Who would you snog, marry, pie?
Oh, I was discussing this last night. So if I was in there, oh, actually, hang on a minute. No, you go first.
No, you don't. I don't want you to think about it, Demi. You keep thinking too
I keep
much.
thinking, do you know what it is? It's because I just know they're going to be off the show imminently. I think it's going to be some awkward like drinks around the bar. Do you know what I mean? So I'm thinking I'd marry Anton. Let's do that one straight away. I would kiss Joshua. Actually, just
Yeah.
Loki's so sexy. So I would go.
His eyes are icy blue. They are icy
I
blue.
didn't think I'd be interested, but I'm not interested because he's just a friend. But like, just in general, when I was in there, I was thinking, "Oh, you're actually quite."
Not that interested, but just like that was nothing you said then made any sense. I don't want to be with him, but he's super hot and I want to get
Yeah.
with him. But like, I'm just friends with him.
Yeah, and I probably would have pied Mitch, but obviously Mitch is now gone. But I would have pied Mitch
Yeah.
because he definitely sabotaged me and Lou.
But also, you're allowed to pie him because we're going back in time now.
Yeah.
This is for
Oh,
when
okay,
Snog
yeah,
Marry
perfect.
Pie took place.
Yeah.
Oh, we can pie him.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'd pie
So
him.
who would you somewhere?
Yeah, come on.
I'd snog Chris.
Woo!
I wouldn't mind climbing that like a tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a kiss,
Yeah.
obviously. Marry Anton.
Oh,
I'd marry him so
Anton,
hard.
Yeah, 100%.
And then
Pie.
I'd pie Mitch.
I
Yeah.
love you so much.
Yeah. Mitch should be.
Oh, yes. So, obviously, your dumping from the villa was a bit of a shocker.
Sorry, I was actually shocked.
I was
I
shocked.
was shocked because Maya used the word vulnerable, so I thought, okay, I'm sweet. Like, I'll be vulnerable for a bit. Obviously, I'm cracking on with Lou, so hopefully there'll be a recoupling, whatever. I'm
Yeah.
fine. And then the moment I saw Tyler walk through, I thought, oh, hang on a minute, this isn't going to
Really?
work out because he's going to steal Kaz.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay. Then me and Lou looked at each other and we both went, and then next thing we know, he was gone.
Your face handled it very well because you didn't look shocked.
Do you know what it was? I actually laughed when it happened.
Yeah.
But obviously they didn't show that me laughing because I was laughing like, oh God, here we go, like laughing. And everyone just started crying. But then because everyone was crying, it set
Molly
me
was
off.
really upset.
So upset. I
Yeah.
think it's because I'd literally been just comforting her for like days and days and
Yeah.
days. And she probably thought, oh my God, who am I going to go to? Like, who am I going to
Yeah.
Well, she obviously just really loves you. Like,
I know.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, it was lovely. So it was, but I was shocked. I thought, no, I can't believe it got to the final last time.
Have you spoken to Lou since you left?
Yeah, I have spoken to Lou since we left.
What's going on there?
Well, obviously we were. She was like. So we were obviously put in holding for a few days when you come out.
Right.
Before the show, you can't.
I
obviously
can't
come-
wait to ask this.
Oh, so do you get put in holding when you're pulled out?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking that.
Is
Yeah.
it the same villa?
No, it's a very unreal villa. It was massive, and it was just me, him, and one of the producers. And we get no phone again. We have to wait until the show's aired, and then before we can fly home.
Yeah.
So it was just me and him for 3 days straight. So obviously,
Oh,
I was really getting on with Lou. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, and then
I
obviously
bet
it was
you
just.
were.
What am I supposed to do with no internet and no mobile phones?
They weren't playing cards.
We actually did, to be fair.
I
To
was
be
like-
fair.
Play cards,
We did
actually.
play
Like naked strip poker.
Yeah. Surely, you naughty girl.
Been a while.
It's been 84 for me as well. But yeah, and obviously when we come out, obviously you just see everything, what everyone's been saying.
So I'm going to Alexandra Burke the situation and bring up the elephant in the room. I did see that he has a girl. It was like suggested that he had a girlfriend the whole
I
time.
know.
I haven't seen
I
that.
know.
Where the hell have I been?
I know, and I got sent an article saying that Demi knows he had a secret girlfriend. Are you joking? You think I knew he had a secret, or how had a secret girlfriend.
How would you know when you hadn't met him before?
I don't even see the articles about all like, his exes as well. Like, no idea. Obviously, I know like Callie and Vienna or whatever, but I've never thought it was that deep, everything. So then coming out and seeing it all was a bit mind-blowing. But obviously, I've known Lou from what he's portrayed to me. So I've built him up from day one as to have fully no judgment, no history.
Yeah.
And he was so lovely to me. So then coming out and seeing it all has been a bit mad.
Does he have a girlfriend?
Well, I asked him straight up and I was angry. I was like, what is going on? Like, whatever. And he admitted to me that he has not had a secret girlfriend and that it is all lies. He was on and off seeing someone last year or whatever, and that's who they think he's referring to.
Right.
Referring to.
Is there
Do
anyone?
you believe him?
I was like, look, I will take the benefit of the doubt on this occasion because it's not that deep between me and him. I've only known him a few weeks.
Yeah.
But I said, if we're like to carry on getting to know each other, whatever, and it happens again, or I hear or see anything,
Yeah.
I will never speak to him again.
That is
I've
just.
told him that straight up.
Ooh, good for you.
I was,
girl.
I'm bad.
You're a bad bitch.
I was like,
No, good for you. I mean, it's been rumored that a few people have got like boyfriends and
Yeah.
girlfriends on the outside. Have you seen it?
do.
Guys, where are you getting your news from? Because I need that. So
Arabella's the only other person I've seen who it was said that she had a boyfriend, but
Yeah.
that's not verified. Like, but is there anyone else in there that we've got suspicions of?
this isn't my suspicion, but I heard a lot of people thought that Callum and Molly had broke up just to get on the show.
Yeah, and
Oh,
it's
yeah,
quite
no,
clear that that's not true.
It's so
That's not
obvious
true,
that it's
yeah.
not.
And it's, do you know what's so sad is watching that is they clearly do care about each other so much,
Yeah.
but it just doesn't work.
Yeah,
And that is
100%.
really, really hard.
and
really
having
sad.
to live with
I
that
know.
person.
And I think that was Molly was so upset because she sort of realised that realisation we're never actually getting back together. Like that was it.
Man.
So that was tough.
Do you think that you would continue to see Lou? Is that a thing?
Obviously,
that's-
I'm open to get to know him and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just see what happens. But obviously, he's in. Fiona's looking at me like
No, I'm-
you.
I'm
You.
I'm just listening.
She's actively listening.
But obviously, I've got my guard up.
Okay, good girl. Well, keep on keep doing that. And Tom Clare said that he'd go back in for the price of a Prada bag.
Right.
What was your price tag?
What, to go back into Love
Yeah.
Island? Well, his first week would have covered that.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shauna, what's your price tag?
I had one. I wanted my house to be renovated.
Okay.
Waiting.
Oh,
I think deal or no deal is probably looking more likely.
Oh, please.
also, you'd slay on that.
thank you. Thank you.
You'd slay. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so it, and I guess we can get both of your perspectives on this from watching it from the outside and on the inside. Is there a difference between Islanders from the beginning versus recent Islanders like Mitch?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask actually, are Islanders like Josh and Hannah struggling because of how different it is now?
Because it is
Yeah.
so different to how it was.
different.
It was so much wilder and like
So
more
wild,
unfiltered, and
yeah.
also less sort of like help and control.
I think they
And
were just left to
100%.
their own devices.
Exactly. So I think it was quite a big shock for a lot of them when they were in there as to how much it's controlled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
think that was a shock. So you can see sort of the ones that are like fresh off the most recent series, it's sort of like
Mitch.
media trained straight into
Yeah.
it, whereas others were a bit like, whoa.
Yeah.
So I think even Hannah and Lou were quite quiet on the first day, and it wasn't until a couple of days later they sort of
Yeah.
started opening up and sort of feeling natural again, and all their personalities come up. That first day they were a bit like, wow, what is going on?
Because it is a completely different experience.
Completely
Yeah.
different, yeah.
That's a good
And they were
question.
doing crazy. They all had sex and they were all like smoking.
What were they doing?
They went,
Having
they went out, didn't they, one night as well? With like,
Yeah.
for Callum Best, didn't they? For a night out on the clubs on their series.
I didn't watch their
like a proper
series.
night
I'm
out.
So gel.
Yeah,
that
I
is
need to watch
that would be
series.
that would be lit. Then it would become a bit
Yeah.
like Geordie Shore or
Yeah.
something. All right, this is the part of the show we like to call Pillow Talk, where we ask our guests the important questions in life. And of course, you can't have a deep chat in the Love Island bedroom without putting on a massive pair of sunglasses,
Oh,
ladies.
perfect.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And also because it's Pillow Talk.
Oh, we're gonna put a little eye mask
yeah.
on as well.
Honestly, I think this is the softest thing I've ever felt on my face.
Okay. I love the fluff.
Shauna, please.
Great, the pink of the pink.
You look great. We look like something from Austin Powers.
We don't like the massive
Why has
one.
no one said I look great?
You look amazing.
Incredible.
That took about 10 minutes and I had to ask you to do it. So, girlies, welcome to Pillow Talk.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, okay. This is the part where we put the world to rights. This is the part where we kind of get into the nitty gritty. Right. Is there such thing as girl code and boy code?
Yes.
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 Okay. Well, I'm going to go deeper than that because what would you looking at some of the scenarios that have happened in the recent episodes. For example, Chris and Josh telling Callum that Georgia Steele doesn't have sexual chemistry with him. Is that bro code or is that no code?
Bro
code.
Yeah.
Fully.
Okay.
Are you joking? If someone would
Yeah.
say that about me, I need to know if I'm sleeping in bed and giving them a kiss at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
Callum did say that about me, and no one told me. So fuck
I
them.
didn't know. If
No,
I
you
would've
didn't know.
told
It was
you.
Catherine Moore boys.
Oh.
I mean, I'm over it.
Well, listen, Karma's a bitch because it's just happened to him. So, okay, girl code.
Yeah.
We could look at the recent situation with Georgia S.
Yeah.
Was there an element of girl code that went missing there because she didn't share that she was hitting on
Yeah.
on Tom quite hard whilst also dating Callum, which I don't think there's anything wrong with, but I think she
Yeah.
could have vocalised that to Molly.
I agree. I do think she should. I love G, but I think she should have
Yeah.
spoke to Moles before. Or at least made it a bit aware. I'm still getting to know him more. I still fancy him because Moles
Yeah.
said like I'm being mugged off.
Yeah.
So I think they're just friends going for chats, and they're actually like she's trying to almost kiss him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was there any moments of bro code, girl code that you saw in the villa that you were like, yes, chef's kiss, or no?
Oh, not really.
Oh.
What
Oh, I don't know if to say this or not.
is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you can say it.
Did you feel like you needed to justify yourself when Kaz and Liberty came up to you?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Oh my
I
god.
didn't think I would tell you if I thought you'd done something. I don't think you'd done anything.
Oh,
wrong.
thanks, but can I just reiterate? My kiss with Lou and then coming down and sitting at the fire pit, I mean, it was a matter of minutes. So are you going to go smooch a boy and then go straight up to the other girl that's talking to him and like, oh my God, I just had a kiss with you?
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't do it. She
You
was
wouldn't
my
do it.
friend. I wanted to do it at the right time.
Yeah.
When it's just me and her and there was a group of people sat around us. So I didn't
Yeah.
want to do that. So I think people come out and you're like, oh, you should have had time to tell her. I genuinely did not have any time
Yeah.
to tell her.
And I actually
Minutes.
do believe you, like as it, in the
100%.
sense that like I feel like there is other situations where that's not been the case
Yeah.
with other islanders, but I feel like that's where the question really comes in. Can you have full girl code
Yeah.
in a villa where it's like, well, you didn't have time, or
Yeah.
like also you might need a second to process what's just happened. You might have walked away from that and gone, actually, I really don't like him, but I've kissed him now, so I need to
Yeah.
process that or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I do think that is the interesting question because it's like, what's girl code and then what's like,
Yeah.
give me a chance
Yeah.
code.
I've got to say though, we have to pay homage to the fact that you ran into the dressing room and said you was looking for your phone that was in your hand.
I had a
That
massive
was-
smooch.
And like half of your face was missing as well, and it was
And
just.
do you know what? And I knew
iconic.
something was going to happen because we had such a quiet couple of days. I thought something's happening tonight.
Yeah.
The phones were out, and I thought, oh my God, I need to sort out my face before I got to sit around that fire pit and
Yeah.
hate
Yeah.
me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just literally had the smooch, run into the dressing room, and who is sat there? Kaz. And I thought,
Upset
are you
as well.
jo- upset. I thought, are you joking? I was like, oh my God, what to do? And I didn't want to make it obvious. I'm trying to touch
Yeah.
my lip liner. So that happens, and then straight to the fire pit, boom. There you go, recoupling.
Question for you. Why, when kissing in the Love Island villa, do people rub all of their makeup off their faces? Like, surely it's just your lips. Like,
Oh, I
Did
mean,
you not see the kiss?
It was quite an intense little smooch.
yeah, okay.
It was giving you 10 dry humping. Not that I'd done that, mum. Fucking hell.
Do you know what? It was because the day bed. It's like it's literally a bed. It's awkward. You can't get in and out. So you just had to like flop on me.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what she said.
That is giving me the ick. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, it was incredible. I had a great time.
Basically, I feel like, in my opinion, you didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, thanks,
Speedy,
babe.
speedy, speedy. But also, we can understand where Kaz and Liberty were coming from. They're
Yeah.
just being like girl coding each other.
And also, they're like best friends. On the
Yeah.
outside, so naturally, you're gonna like
Yeah.
big up your bestie.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do we think Anton and Mitch having a fight about bro code, like,
Oh,
it was one of the it was
It was necessary.
yeah.
and
Mitch
also,
needs to hear it.
the one rule about bro code is that you don't mention bro code.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to say bro code, especially at our big ages.
I know. And Mitch, I didn't realise Mitch is like 27. I
I
thought he was like
a mere
21.
19.
Yeah.
I thought he
Yeah.
was like 21.
No,
He's
no.
27. That's
He's a
only
grown
3
man.
years off Anton.
Yeah.
No, so, and
I do think he was playing a bit of a like he was playing a role. He
Yeah.
thought he had to be Messy Mitch and he leaned into that.
Yeah.
just a bit, he was horizontal.
If you've got a big question you want one of our islanders to help answer, let us know. DM us on Instagram and we'll bring it to the next episode. Guys,
No. Don't
I know.
How quick has this
say it.
gone?
It's been nearly an hour.
I've had the best time.
I know.
No.
But we have, when they just said it's nearly an hour, I was like, huh? We've been chatting for 10 minutes. Girlies, it's been so lovely to have you. Demi, I'm gutted that you came out so early.
Thank you.
I wish there was a Casa Amor in this series so you could bop straight back
boom,
in.
I would have done a Molly and I would have gone straight back in.
Oh my God, love it. And Shauna, you're on the next series, babe. I'm having it.
Stars 2025.
Yeah.
Pending.
I'll be like 73, but I'll do it.
I match and she walks in.
Zimmer Frank.
Hello, guys. Girlies, before we go, let everyone know where they can find you and what have you been up to? What do you want to plug? Tell everyone what's been going on.
You go, baby girl.
Me go? Right, okay. So I am on Instagram, just sharing my day-to-day life, which is so mundane, but people love it, so I'm here for it.
I love it.
I'm trying to lean into the whole TikTok girly. Don't know how it's going, but here we are. I have a podcast somehow.
Yep.
So
What's the name of the podcast?
Oh Baby Pod.
And you can find it on all your podcasting platforms.
It's the parenting podcast where we don't talk about our kids, so perfect.
Love.
And I'm just trying to be a mom.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're smashing it. I'm so proud of you.
Gorgeous
Honestly,
girly.
I'm
Oh, that's so cute. And it's at Shauna Phillips.
It's at Shauna Phillips. I mean, just put SHAU. I should come up. No one can spell my name.
Oh, first suggestion.
Sure.
Yeah.
Demi, back
Yeah.
to you, babes. Where can we find you and what are you up to now you're at the villa?
Oh my God. So you can find me on Instagram at Demi Jones and you can also find me on TikTok at Demi Jones 1. But on Instagram, it's more my bougie, like I try to be a cool girl, do all the cool Instagram pics. And then TikTok is more me, all the fun stuff that I get up to. So yeah.
Silly sausages.
Yeah, choose your poison.
I feel like you two should do a TikTok.
We should.
That was not that much of a groundbreaking idea, guys. All right, thank you so much for listening to Under the Duvet, the podcast. We have loved having Demi and Shauna here. Thank you so much, guys. You can listen to Under the Duvet every Wednesday at 5 p.m. and we're on YouTube every Thursday from midday. Search Heat World on TikTok and Instagram for all the updates. Make sure you leave a review on Apple Podcasts because that is making you a sexy person if you do that. All right, see you next week, guys.
Bye.